Welcome back to the channel. Here goes day 2 of building the walls for the shed. So here goes the long wall. One of them. This one's 20 feet long, so I gotta figure out how to put it up. Okay, we're gonna try and raise the first wall. Went easier than I thought. One down at least. I ended up using a 2x4 on the side of the wall to hold it up. Here I'm just putting another small 2x4 on the other side so it won't wiggle back and forth on me when I put the other wall up. Since I got the nail gun in, it started making building the walls a little bit quicker and easier on me, and it went a little bit smoother. Here I'm just lining up the second wall of the 20-foot length, and just goes on top of the pressure treated lumber I had on the cement already, and just budgeted it on. In between the concrete and the pressure treated wood, I put this pink insulation for the contact purposes. Now, here I'm just getting a piece of 2x4 to brace the other wall down so there's no wiggle, and make sure I got it all lined up and connect both walls together. Here, as you can see, I got the other two side walls up with one of the 20-foot walls. Here I'm getting to build the other wall on the other opposite side, and like I said, with the nail gun it goes smoother than hitting everything by hand, at least for me. Here you see that, once you got everything lined up on the 2x4s, you just gotta line up the other 2x4s and just start nailing it. You don't waste no time. Line it up with the lines that you got set up and just nail away. It was getting toasty this day out there. Here I'm just double checking the measurements, make sure everything's to the correct measurements. Making sure everything was square again before I moved on. Here I am just doing this after work in the afternoon. And mind you, I'm not no carpenter or no builder. I'm just learning as I go and trial and error. And hopefully I'm able to pass on to other people my mistakes so they won't commit them, and you're able to learn something from my videos, I hope. Here I am starting to nail the bottom plate, which is the same lines that are on the top plate, because I marked both of them the same time as you've seen in the previous couple clips. And you got it lined up. It goes off easy with the nail gun, and you just line it up and nail away. Here I'm looking at the 2x4, make sure the angle I want is gonna go towards the inside of the wall. If you had caught any of my previous shorts ahead, this is the saw I got on clearance at Lowe's. The 2x4s that I'm nailing right there at the moment, these are going to be for the support beams for the beams on the roof. I'm going to be using 2x12s by, I believe it's 10 feet on over the shed. Then over the pavilion is going to be 24 feet. But these are going to support the beams. I was able to put this wall up, and to my surprise, I'm still surprised about it, how a 2x4 is going to help you out to support it and make it stay up there while you make any adjustments, put some clamps, and able to look at it to make sure it's all set and level to your liking. Especially when you're working by yourself. You gotta look for other ways to help you, and you don't gotta kill yourself. Here I'm starting to build the last wall. Get my square ready to make the line for the cut for the last wall that I'm going to be building, and make sure everything's still square. After the cut, making sure it's all good and squared off at both sides. It's lined up. So now I'm able to, get my square, start making all the marks for the 2x4s where they're going to line up on each 2x4. And here you go. For example, you mark both top and bottom marks at the same time, so there's no questions asked later when you're about to line up to nail them at the 2x4s, at the top and the bottom. And you just keep on going. And I think it is a quick process. I've seen other people that do it one at a time. I like this process I learned from another guy on YouTube. I gotta remember his name because the guy did a great job. Just got done finished building the last wall. Just edging it little by little until I'm able to prop it all the way up and put it into place so it won't move, and edge it, and then I'm able to clamp it on one side, sneak in there and just push it in. I got the clamp, as you can see right there at the other end of the wall. So once I push it in, I'm able to clamp it there and secure it there for a second. You know, these clamps, you know, they do come in handy. Instead of nailing it, then taking the nail out, the clamp holds it in place, gives me some time to go to the other side, kick it in, line it up, and start nailing it from there. Here I'm getting the ladder because I'm about to set myself up to start nailing the two walls together on top, because I got a 12-foot 2x4 going on one side and the other side has an 8-foot, so it makes a 12. So the 12-foot one overlaps the middle section where they're getting united, so it's going to be extra strength in the long run. And here I am just nailing the top plates, they're called. I always keep on messing it up myself, but they're the top plates, and that's how it offsets the balance. On the bottom I did the same thing. The pressure treated wood, one section was 12 feet long and it was 8 foot, and then on the top it's 12 feet, so it could go over the 10-foot wall and it braces onto the other wall, and for some added strength. And you can see right here I'm just moving the ladder little by little and just nailing it away on the top plates, so for more security. Here I'm just checking out the work I did for the day and the afternoon, and I'm wrapping it up because there's supposed to be some rain coming, so I'm putting 2x4s bracing across on each of the walls for security purposes. I don't want the wall to fall on me when I'm not here, because when rain comes, wind comes. So here I'm just bracing a 2x4 at an angle from one side to the other side to brace it for some strength. Just grabbing an extra small 2x4 laying around, about to hammer it down to make it a stake, and hammer another 2x4 to secure the building even more, because I want no movement of the building at all, because then that's just extra work. And I'm just putting some extra clamps around, making sure everything's nice, tight, and secured, because the way I leave it is the way I want to come back to it the next day. I'm able to work on it, which by the rain forecast it's going to be a couple days before I'm able to tackle this project again. But thank you for watching. I hope this inspires somebody to do their own shed. And like I said, I'm not no builder or contractor. I just do this by myself.